Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be bringing you another video. I am here talking about my Aveda hair school experience. So if you are thinking about going to hair school and you are thinking about going to Aveda, please stay tuned. Okay guys, so this has been a long awaited video. So many people want to know, was it worth going to hair school? And on top of that, I chose a very expensive hair school. Thousands of dollars was spent to get licensed in cosmetology at Aveda Institute. I went maybe 2 years ago. I want to say 3 years ago now. It was such a great experience, and here is why. So the first thing that I experienced was I just so happened, I know this is like a random fact, but I just so happened to go to hair school at the same time as Mono's hair. Now, I only followed her on Instagram. No, I don't know her. No, she doesn't know me. We are not associated whatsoever, but I did follow her on Instagram at the time, and I just really liked her videos. She had really good videos, and she wasn't even from the area, so it was so weird that she ended up going to the same school that I went to. The school is located in Manhattan, New York City, and so I decided to do the part-time program. Part-time program was like, I want to say a year, and the daytime program was like 6 or 9 months. Let me start by saying some of the things that drew me to Aveda. They had their own brand, they had their own products, they were well known. They focused on hair care, and that's something that I really wanted in a hair school. I knew I needed to be licensed. I know I wanted to be licensed, just because you never know. You may start out doing hair in your kitchen. You may start out doing hair around the way, and then next thing you know, you blow up. And you don't want to blow up and not have the credentials to do whatever you want, because doing hair is one of those fields where at a certain point you need to be licensed, and it takes nothing to get licensed in cosmetology. So yeah, it was the products that drew me, it was the reputation that drew me, and I'm really big on reputation. I believe schools guide your career. Schools and a reputation kind of, you know, just open your doors. And that was something that I received at Aveda. So when I was at Aveda, we got a lot of opportunities to work with hair stylists in the area, really big names. We got a chance to participate in a fashion show where we got to do our little hair designs. I got to work with so many great students who were my age and also younger. Some people had just gotten out of high school and gone and went to hair school. It was a really nice experience. I got to meet a lot of people. Cost was a big factor. I didn't let it stop me, but I also saw that Aveda is a lot more pricier than other schools. Another school that I had in mind was Paul Mitchell. Paul Mitchell also was an option, but it was a little bit further away from me. It was somewhere in Jersey, like really far southern Jersey, and Aveda was just a lot closer. It was in Manhattan, so it was only like 30 minutes away from me versus an hour, and it just wasn't convenient for me. So that was one of the reasons why I chose Aveda. Location. The reason why I chose Aveda was because of its reputation. The reputation that Aveda holds is a very high standard. The products are high end, they are expensive, and they do work. So my fourth reason for choosing Aveda is because of the opportunities. I'm all about networking. I'm all about, okay, how can I hit 2 birds with 1 stone? Okay, while I'm going to school, let me be exposed to the industry. Let me be exposed to the fashion district. Let me be exposed to the best teachers. I want the best products. I want the best techniques. I want the latest and greatest. And that's what Aveda gives. Aveda gives a great curriculum on innovative ways to cut hair. They had a very futuristic way of doing every aspect of hair. They had their own way. They had their own way of cutting. They had their own way of practicing for the boards. They had their own way of color. They had their own color brand. These are some of the things that I really wanted in a hair school, because nothing that I do is average. Anything that I do, I have to go all the way. I want the best. And I did feel like I was getting the best from Aveda. And a lot of hairstylists really didn't understand it. A lot of people were just like, it's just a license. You know, why are you gonna spend all this money when you can go down the street at X, Y, and Z school and learn how to do the same thing for half the price? And for me, it was all about the opportunities that come along with it. So when you have a great reputation, when you are a school with clout, you're gonna attract the best. So I wanted the students that were with me to be about the best. I wanted the instructors to be knowledgeable and to give me the best techniques, because I want to be good at what I do. I want to cut hair, and I want the latest innovative ways to do it. I don't want to learn something that someone from the 1970s was doing. You have to keep up with the times. That's what hair is about. That's what this industry is about. It's about, can you keep up with what the people want? And what the people want is the best. That is one of the reasons why I chose to go to Aveda. They really had their stuff together, and I enjoyed every minute of it. So what made me go to hair school? So what made me go to hair school? I knew that I wanted to be in the hair industry. I knew that hair was my thing. But at the time when I was in high school, being a cosmetologist was not like a dream job. It was almost like, okay, if you're good at hair, then as a last resort, that's something that you could fall into. And that's not the case. That's not everyone's beliefs, but that's how I viewed it, because at the time it was slept on. Like, that industry was slept on. Nobody talked about becoming a celebrity hairstylist. It wasn't idolized being a hairstylist. And I loved it, and I looked at it as a small talent, but I didn't think that I could make a lot of money off of it. And after working in corporate for some years, I realized, you know what? Now I know why lawyers and doctors and people with these corporate jobs quit their jobs and open up a bakery and make cupcakes. You know, something completely opposite from their 9 to 5, their average 9 to 5. And it's because of passion. After a while, money doesn't mean anything. And that's exactly what I was experiencing. I went back to school because I just felt like I was missing out on being everything that I could be, being everything that I wanted to be. And I really love hair. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take this time, and I am going to sign up for hair school. And that's exactly what I did. I felt like I was missing out. I honestly felt like if I ever lost my job, or if I ever decided to switch careers, I didn't want not having my license to be a barrier of me not wanting to just start and open up my own hair salon. So that was one of my goals. It was not a long time. It was only a year out of my life, and it actually was so much fun. It was so relaxing to work. You know, I was working full time, and then I went to school at night, and it was so relaxing, learning about hair, learning how to cut, learning how to color, being amongst other people, individuals who were going for their hair license as well. It was just a really good time. Yeah guys, so thank you so much for tuning into my video. I hope you learned a lot. I hope it was information that you could give to someone who wants to go to hair school, or to someone who's thinking about going to Aveda hair school. Please, 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 please take yourself seriously. Take your trade serious. Don't be like me. Don't wait until years down the line you want to go back and get your license, because there were so many opportunities where I could have been making so much money. The industry has changed so much from back in the day when I was actually interested in doing hair, but I'm happy that I stuck with it. I'm happy that I came back and I listened to myself and I decided to step out on faith and become licensed, and I don't regret it. I love it. So thanks again, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for my next one.